Hi guys, how are you today? Thank you so much for being here. I'm Dr. Lynda Cramer and Happy New Year. Some of you are still on 2025, but please know it's 9 a.m. here on Thursday, the 1st of January. So I'm in a whole new different year to what some of you are. So, world didn't end overnight. That stupid damn social media ban that certain countries were trying to impose in the last week, they haven't happened either. But let's go there. We are winning this war. Have you watched my video about the predictions for this year coming? Because they, if you know who they are, right down the rabbit hole, they are going to try really hard this year to really impose their control over us. It's all about fear, okay? Universal laws and universal energy is fighting back because, hello, it always wins. You know, God always wins. Love always wins. So these idiots that are trying to do things, this year, a lot of things are going to fail for them because we've got the fire horse below us. Please go watch that video. I talk about a few different things in there. Okay, so today is Psychic Day, Thursday. No tarots today because I have not been playing with my cards to get energized up. Today is me and her, so you get two psychics for one. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining, okay? Because what it is today is Psychic Question Day. Feel free to comment your questions, and while I'm live, I'm going to answer them. Please be mindful, it is a public domain, so please don't ask things like, will my hemorrhoids get better? Okay, maybe those are things ask me in private. All right, so let's go there. If you do want a private reading from me, I do not charge for my readings, okay? All I ask for is a contribution through PayPal, and you get up to an hour and a half Zoom call with me one-on-one, okay? The deal for the next week or two, if you do make a contribution of $50 or more, please, no, I'm not setting a set charge there. You also get all 5 of my books as a gift as well. My books are worth $20 each. So there's 5 of them. So it's over $100 that you get for free if you want a reading from me at this point. My new book, the Higher Self Meditation Handbook, just got uploaded next week. Okay. So if you do want a copy of that book, again, make a small contribution through PayPal, email me, let me know that it was you, and I'll email you back a PDF. It's a lot cheaper than going through the sites that charge like $20 or $30 for a PDF. Okay? I'm trying to help you out as much as I can. So, Sunday, I will be here doing my normal tarot, 9 a.m. Brisbane time, but today is Psychic Day. So please comment your questions over there. While I'm live, I'm going to do my best for you. Okay, now I love starting my shows on a positive. I love it. That's who I am. I love it. But today, 1st of January, now isn't that weird how it's today? Because today is all about setting boundaries, etc. I woke up this morning to a complaint. Yes, I got a complaint, but it wasn't about me. It was about my first comment for today. The person who has contacted me is not the first to contact me. There's been a few complaints from people who I'll just give the feedback. So this is not about me, okay? We've got to look at who's doing this. They say that this person is always hogging the comment stream. They showing that they can't listen is another word you heard. The one that I heard this morning was this person has insecurity issues. Okay? So Josie Science, this is about you, darling girl. Okay? Jojo Malera. I don't like being negative, so we're going to turn this into a positive. I've said it to you repeatedly. Okay? You must look within yourself and trust your own instincts here. okay? Because people that are watching my channel are also now watching you, okay? You're very young. I know how young you are, but please, this is your time to learn and grow into an adult where you start saying, what is rational behavior? Okay. I do get a lot of emails from you. Some of them I open, but I do not get time to open all of them because I get so inundated from just one person. So I don't like setting boundaries. I don't like setting rules, but today's the 1st of January. I have to. I don't mind if people do comment a few times, but try and just keep it to one comment, okay? So, and that's to anyone listening. If you just say one comment, hey, Lynda, Happy New Year, here's my question. So instead of making 2 or 3 comments, because my comment stream does get blocked up, I have to scroll back and find where I'm at, and I do miss people because my comment stream gets out of whack if certain people comment heaps of times. So if you look here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 comments from Jojo Malero, 6. And if I scroll down, there's going to be more in there. Okay. There's another one. I've just seen another one. So now we're up to 7, 8 comments out of only about 15 comments. So please understand, Joe, I love you. Okay. You're doing your best that you can. I know where you live. I know how young you are. But we've got to set that boundary where you start looking within yourself. I gave you a copy of my book. Read it and do the affirmations in there to start finding these answers for yourself. Okay? I love you. So I will go through your comments, all right? But please know I've had complaints. And I don't like talking about complaints, but people are noticing. And it's not fair to the ones who do want to get a question asked. Okay? Answered, I should say. All right, so let's start today. It is Psychic Reading Day. If you do want me to answer a question for you, comment it on the stream. If it's a private one, you think, well, that's really for a reading with Lynda. I've got heaps of spots available next week. Let me just have a look. This week's booked out, but next week I've got a few days there where I can put in at least 2 or 3 readings per day. All right, so if you do want a reading, I can fit you in within a week. All right, make a PayPal contribution, email me with how much you've sent over, and then I reply with availability. Tell me where you live so we can work out time zones, and you get your Zoom link. Most people I can get in within 2 or 3 days, which I love doing. All right. So that's it. If you do invest over $50 or more at this point in a reading, you get all 5 of my books for free as attachments as PDFs. Okay. So there you go. All right, so let's start today in a positive note. Okay, it's the 1st of July. It's the 1st of January. July. God, I'm already halfway through the year. But let's keep this positive. Go and have a look at my predictions video if you haven't already, because there is a lot of things happening this year. Yes, this is the year that we can really succeed and great things are coming. Okay, so please go watch that video. All right, Jojo Malero. Hey, Lynda, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, darling. You know I love you. Feedback is always something to take on board in a positive way, darling girl. Okay. I wonder if my new boyfriend will still be into me. I'm hearing no. Okay. Because you have got issues yourself that you have to sort out. You've got insecurities. You've got self-doubts. Okay. These negativities are keeping you down in a low vibrational state where no one's being attracted to you at this point. Okay. If you want to attract in love, then you've got to show self-love. Start to be appreciative, start to be generous and kind with your time and efforts. Okay. Read my books. Okay. Yep. All right. So Jojo, another comment from her. The thing about this new relationship is that this guy is really just someone I just met. There's a guy in Hunter College. He does like me. I had a chance to ask him out, but I went to my exam. Well, your exams are what takes precedence here. I don't even know at this point why you're looking for a boyfriend. You are so concerned, inundating me with comments and emails every week, asking me about your courses. Why are you even looking at investing in a boyfriend when that time won't be invested in your courses? Think of your long-term goals here. A lot of relationships don't last, but your course will be with you forever. So you've got to get that done. This is your time to really prioritize what you want, darling girl. Okay. So Jojo Malero has also said, I just want to know if he and I will meet again, if he will be able to connect and be in a relationship of any sort. Honey, don't look at a relationship at this point. As I just said, you've got to study on university and get that done. Okay, and then she said, thank you, Lynda, for your help. It's much appreciated. Well, thank you. Okay, because a lot of times you just don't say thank you. Okay, so I'm using this as a learning curve for you, darling girl, to learn and grow. You need to learn self-love. Please Google, how do we obtain self-love, self-appreciation, self-gratitude, self-respect? Okay, and also time management, because you've got to put the hours into these exams instead of looking for a boyfriend. Okay, Debbie Onley, here she goes. Oh, I love you, Debbie Onley. Happy New Year, Lynda, and everyone. Thank you for being here. I don't have a question, just wanted to wish everyone for the best of 26. Now, look at Debbie Onley compared to Jojo. She's just given me 6 questions, all about her and boyfriends and courses. Here's a girl, Debbie Onley, 1 comment, and she's put it all together. Happy New Year. Mwah, love you for that. And everyone. So she's not just thinking of herself here. She's creating a world. And I hope that we all take Debbie Onley as an example here. Debbie Onley, in only 3 lines of writing, or 3.5 lines of writing with her M-Joys, but she is sending out love, gratitude, kindness, and support to everybody. Thank you for being here for us. I don't have a question. So this is a girl, selfless. Selfless. Oh my God. You know, as I said last weekend, when people pray, it's usually like, oh my God, I need a new car. Oh my God, please, where's my boyfriend? Oh my God, I need money, money, money. Please, please help. But when we switch that switch off and we say to God when we pray, you know what? I actually don't want to say anything. I don't want anything today. I've got a lot of needs in my life that I need to get fulfilled, but I don't want anything today. All I want is for you to know I love you. All I want you to know is I appreciate you. I'm here for you as well. I'm only just a mortal. You're the immortal, universal being. But I just want you to feel my energy today to make you feel valuable as well. That's exactly what Debbie Onley is doing right now. She's sending out this absolute love to everybody else, and she's not asking for anything for herself. That's the sort of person I strive to be. That's why I love Debbie Onley so much, because you, darling girl, are the epitome of the first comment after what we've just had with Jojo Malero, where people will see the difference. There was impeccable timing there with your comment, Debbie. So people watching the first 5 comments from Jojo, have a look at Debbie. Happy New Year, Lynda, and everyone. So she's not thinking of herself or just me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for saying thank you. I don't have a question, just best wishes to everyone for 2026. Oh, Debbie, you know, I will do anything I can in my power for you, because you're on the right side of this. Your energy, your positivity, and your love reeks from you. I can't say thank you enough. And look at the timing. You're straight there after Jojo's comments. So in line with having complaints, here we've got a girl who the only complaint I've got is, why isn't everybody else like Debbie Onley? I love you so much, Debs. Okay. All right. So no question from Debbie. So let's keep moving on. Day 5650. Hi, Lynda. Happy New Year's. Yay. If AJ contacts me in Mercury retrograde 2026, will his intentions be sincere? Now, day 5650. I never do readings for other people. because I need consent. If I started telling you about AJ, imagine if he's here under a pseudonym and he's listening to me telling you all about him. How do you think he'd feel? If it was me, I would feel disrespected, really angry, and it would probably lead to a lawsuit because I didn't give consent for someone to talk about me on a live feed. So I never give information about other people, but the way around it is that I tell you how you will go because you're the one with the consent. So instead of saying, will his intentions be sincere? Then what we've got to ask is, how will you feel with what's going on? Okay. If AJ contacts me in Mercury retrograde 2026, well, honey, I'm actually feeling that is not. AJ's got a life out there that there's other people that he's interested in as well. That's what I'm picking up. Okay. So this is something for you, day 5650. 1st of July, I nearly said it again, 1st of July, 1st of January. This is our time of rebirth and regrow. Really looking at ourselves. Everyone does New Year resolutions for a reason, because this is the year to really put things into perspective of where we want to be. So instead of saying something like, I want to be what attracts him in, how about you decide that you want to be who you are to attract in the right person that's attracted to you? So this is a time to do all your inner work, really look within yourself and bring it out of you. I say it all the time. I am kind, I am loving, I am supportive. I try my best for everyone, because even when I'm just saying it, I'm creating this energy where, pardon me, I attract in people who are kind, who are generous, who are loving, because they're on the same frequency with me. So start being honest to yourself and start attracting in those who are on your level. AJ wasn't, okay? They've got their own things to do. Okay, so let's keep going. TCTFAM. Happy New Year, Linda. Oh my God, Happy New Year to you. If anyone does want to ask a psychic question, today is the day. Okay. So now we have at Fostertown. Hi, Linda, and Happy New Year. Thank you for saying that. Wondering if we should rent the house we looked at after giving up on buying one. I love it, but concerned that there could be a leak leading to mold issues. Well, I am seeing to rent at this point. Now, one of the things that I did not say in my prediction video, house prices are going to start to fall later this year. So this will be a good time because you'll be able to save some money. Interest rates are about to go up. So what this is going to lead to, there's a lot of people who are just struggling now. They're just hanging on with their mortgages. So as soon as interest rates go up, they have to sell. So I can see that there's going to be like an influx of houses on the market. And into next year, 2027, there's going to be a heck of a lot of more houses on the market because people have to sell them because interest rates are going up. Okay? So this is a good time to rent. If you're concerned about a leak, put it in through like the real estate or whatever, that you need that fixed before you move in, or you're going to get a bill for the renovations or the fix the damage, and you're going to take that off your rent. Okay, so that could be a stipulation there. All right, where you say, hey, we've got to, we feel that there's a leak here. There could be a mold issue. So if you don't want to get it fixed before I move in, I'm happy to fix it, but that amount's coming off my rent. Okay. So get it all in writing, put everything in writing. But I do see you renting, if that makes sense for you. Okay, Joko Paranormal, hello. Thank you so much for being here, darling. What will the year 2026 bring for me? Well, honey, there are good things coming for all of us on the right side of the spiritual war at this point. Okay, this is a year of regrowth, rebirth, letting things go. We shed the skin of the snake, which was 2025. We're going into a fire horse year. So this is the year to really take stock, reevaluate, and move forward with that fire below us. Okay. As I said in that video, fire is fast. You look at a bushfire, it just boom, out of control. So that's the energy this year. A lot of things are going to be spontaneous. Okay, there's going to be a lot of spontaneous where people just get sick of what's going on, so they just march, okay, and do other things, which I don't provoke and I will never incite things to be done, okay? But this is also taken personally. For you, this is where you'll be looking at things like relationships. Are these people in your life doing everything that they can for you? Are you doing everything that you can for them? It may be time to let go of some people so new ones come in. This also may be an opportunity for your job as well. Okay, changing job is a big one for you this year. I had to stop and just pause then because I've got stuff. But yes, changing your job or what you do this year is going to be very good as well. Good changes are coming by October. I've got to go there with October, don't I? Yeah, October is when things are really going to be put back into place for you. Thank God. 10 months is all you got to wait. All right, so I hope that gives you some insight there, Joko Paranormal. Robert Ineguez, 1701. Hello, Robert. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. What's up, Linda? I love you. Oh, my God, that just made my eyes water. Oh, my God. What's up, Linda? What's up? Well, it's the 1st of January here. There's no cars on the road. Mary's getting treaties today. You know, my cat, she's putting on heaps of weight because I feed her so much when Tashi's not here. Oops. I'm in a lot of trouble when my daughter comes home. But I don't care. It's New Year, Christmas. The cat can have her treats, you know. So I'm all about looking after other people, spoiling. I love spoiling people. So there you go, Robert. That's what's up with me. Happy New Year. Thanks for the prophetic posts. Yay! Love your work. See, and another one who hasn't asked anything for themselves. This shows me just how many gorgeous, beautiful people are out there where they don't even ask anything for themselves. You know? It gives me the goosebumps, and I love it, guys. Thank you so much for being who you are, okay? Joko Paranormal says, I found out last night an ex-boyfriend died a few months ago. I'm really sorry for that. Okay. And I was just wondering if you could see how he passed away. He was always very healthy and exercised and ate good. So I was kind of shocked. Oh my God. It's almost like a switch just turned off. It was really sudden. Okay. Neurological stuff, brain. So yeah, when we say brain, it could be anything through our neurosystem like muscles, nerves, blood even that goes through our head. It could be like a cognitive issue where he got dizzy, fell over, had a brain aneurysm type stuff. But I am seeing that was quite sudden for him. Thank God. You know, some people go for weeks and weeks, months and months, years and years with terminal illnesses. And it's so frustrating to go through that with those people. You know, my dad was in a high care facility for 4 years. 4 years. Every time I went there, it was like, is this the last time I come and see you? So 4 years, okay? But with this friend of yours, I am actually seeing it was quite sudden, Joko Paranormal. Thank goodness, you know? Thank goodness they didn't suffer, is the word, okay? It was quite quick, you know. Even when we talk like terminal illnesses, this was quite sick, quite fast. The downfall. Okay, all right. So I hope that gives you some grace and consolation there. Seriously, you know. Just remember though, he signed up for what happened to them, so that we all sign up for what happens, so we know before we're born how we're going to die, or like me again. Okay, come on, we've got to try and stay light on this, or else I'll end up crying my eyes out. But ultimately, where he is now is brilliant. Okay, come on, it's brilliant. Thank God. Celebrate where he is, you know. It's so good that where he is now. So please just understand that you're the one now who just has to go through that grieving period. Obviously, think about him. He may come through with some messages, all right? So just talk to him and just thank him for what he did in your relationship. Thank you for what he taught you. Thank you for where you went together, that sort of stuff. Okay? Always give love, all right? All right, so let's keep moving down. Jen Penn 7888. Hi, Linda. Happy New Year to you. Yay! Will my oldest daughter ever find a job and be independent? Now, Jen Penn, I don't read for other people, okay? I've said it before, but the way around it is I tell you how you're going to be. At this point with your daughter, I'm seeing that you've got a little bit of disappointment there, okay? You've got that disappointment. So this is something that you have to work on, because we've all got to remember everybody has a life path. We've all got lessons to learn. Some people, I look at these 60-year-old men who live in their mother's basements and they play video games all day. They've obviously had a life where they may have been Genghis Khan, Cleopatra, or Princess Diana in a previous life, and this life is just there, relax and get through it time. So we can't judge why people do what they do, okay? Of course, as a parent, we want the best for our kids, but understanding their perspective of where they are as well. And we've also got to take away societal obligations. Society teaches us to get educated under what they want us to know, and then they want us to get a job in the designated regulated positions that they offer. That's why university degrees, etc., are all regulated and they have accreditation. So then you're complying with what the government wants you to know. Your son's not on that league. He's not on that ship. So don't try and push him onto that ship, okay? I would suggest that you show him everything out there that isn't in the normal. He may be a Reiki healer. He may want to get into acupuncture. He may want to get into chiro, to be a chiropractor or something else, an environmental officer. So give him all these options of jobs that are outside what we think with our ego is what our kids should be doing, because his self-worth obviously is not going so well at this point. So encourage him to do something that's not the normal. That's what I'm hearing for him, Jen Penn. Okay, and I hope that makes sense. Okay. All right, here's Jojo Malero again. Okay, I realize I'm not the guy I just met. Will we have a relationship? Jojo, I'm not going to answer any more from your questions today. This is like your 7th comment. So I need to give my time for those who are here. Okay, and today especially I am on borrowed time because I do have things straight after today. So the sooner I get off my life today, I've got things that I've got to do for other people. All right, Smiley 19887, hello. I love you for being here. Please know you can ask a psychic question because that's what we're here for today. Okay. All things must pass. Yay! Yay! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Okay, all things must pass. Happy New Year, Linda. Remember that reading I did with you a couple of weeks ago? Nothing happened yet regarding the person I was interested in. So far, do you think the person will be reaching out to me? This is weird because when I do a reading for someone, obviously the next day things can change. So let me just go through this again. So this is a person I did a reading with a few weeks ago. Okay. Nothing has happened yet. Well, remember, it's Christmas, and in America, you've just had Halloween, Thanksgiving, and all these family places. It is so awkward when you first meet someone at the end of the year and you think to yourself, should I take them to to Thanksgiving with the family? And you think, oh, well, too soon, I don't know this person too well. I don't want to just turn up because everyone at the house will think we're getting married, being part of the family. So don't feel bad if there's a little bit of separation here at this point, okay? Because Christmas and like Halloween, Thanksgiving, etc., they're stressful times of the year where people really have to recalculate and think what they're doing. So give this person some space. Let them know, hey, hope today's a great day to send that text. Happy New Year, right? Just thinking of you. Hope you're having a great day. All right. Drop them something like that that's not too controlling or stalkerish and see if they come back to you. You know, I got up this morning, I sent some texts out. Happy New Year. Hope you're having a great morning. Love, kiss, heart, heart, heart. With some flowers dropped in there, some M-joys. So do something like that and just see if they do come back to you. Okay. I'm hearing the answers yes, but this person's just got things that they've got to do. Okay. Family obligations and stuff. All right. Yeah. So be patient there. All things must pass. Okay. All right, so now we go down to, oh my gosh, KNT, or is it KNFHA? Okay, hello. For will my past person come back once they see me starting my business? I wish I had better news for you. I'm not seeing it at this point. However, keep going with this business because I know that you didn't ask about your business, but this business will start to grow. I'm seeing there's marketing or something they're going to be doing. So this business is going to start taking off. And what you're going to find is once you start dealing with other people, I think you're going to find somebody else there. Okay. So this is going to be awesome, awesome, awesome for you. Okay. To keep going with who's coming into your life in the future. Okay. Now I've just redone my screen. I've just got to come back up to where I was. Bear with me, guys, because my screen just... Okay, here we go. Will my past person come back once they see me starting my business? I'm not seeing it at this point, unfortunately. So go with your business. Put all your energy into that so it takes off. As I've just said to somebody else, relationships come, relationships go. It would be lovely if people stayed together. But when we started our own business and we're doing our own work, that is something that stays with us forever, okay? Because we put that dedication and loyalty into it, which some people don't put into relationships anymore. Weird, that. But keep going with your business because that's going to be like your legacy type stuff, okay? Bob Hope 123, do you see me buying my own place? Also, will she move in too? Thanks, Happy New Year. Now, Bob Hope, what I'm seeing with real estate is it's about to start coming down. So if you have to buy something, just try and hold out a few months because interest rates are about to go up. So I'm seeing price houses coming down. So in light of this, I do see that you're going to get more for your buck, okay, the more that you hold off. Keep just looking around, put out your intentions of what it is, what you want. How many bedrooms do you want? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12? How many bathrooms do you want? Well, I like having at least one bathroom per bedroom plus a guest bathroom on each floor. So if you've got a 14-story high house, there should be 14 guest bedroom bathrooms so people don't have to go downstairs to go to the bathroom. Okay? So this is where you draw your little mind picture of what it is that you want. How big a yard do you want? Do you want porch? Do you want a balcony? Do you want a yard with apple trees in it? That sort of thing. Write all that down. Even go to your view. What do you want to see when you look out the front windows? Do you want to see buildings, rivers, mountains? So you put that down so you start visualizing that. Okay? Then put it out there to the universe. Release it out there and hopefully it comes to you. I do see you in a new house. But please try and wait for as long as you can until these interest rates go up, okay? Yeah. All right. So Jojo Malero here again. I'm really sorry. I didn't really mean it this way. I just have intention to try to know things I can't quite answer. I don't have insecurity issues either. Yes, you do, Jojo, because you're here every week and you inundate my comment stream to the point other people are now complaining about you. Okay. I will keep it to one comment from now on. Thank you. Be respectful, Jojo, of other people. You know, my time is precious. So the more comments I get, the more time I'm here. So if someone comments 12 questions or 12 comments, that's an extra 10 or 15 minutes that goes onto my live. Okay. And it also, look at the person below you, the user, Happy New Year, everyone. But then I've got a few questions below that. I can't get to them yet because now I'm still dealing with you. See it that way? People are waiting for their turn. Okay, so be considerate, be respectful. That's what I'm trying to teach you here. Okay, so user SQ 1ZT7SU10. Happy New Year, everyone. Yay, I love it when people are just saying Happy New Year. Hammer Bammers. Oh my gosh, Hammer Bammers. Happy New Year to you too, my darling. Happy New Year back. Hello, Linda. Okay. Hiya, happy Hammer Bammers. I do like it when you guys talk to each other. Okay. Jojo Malera does say, I love you all. Yep, you're trying your best, Joe. But I would look at self-doubts that you've got, okay, and building your own self-confidence, all right? Hammer Bammers says, I love you too, Jojo. Yay. Trish Fun in the Sun's here. Oh, my gosh. I did say I'm busy today, Trish, didn't I? Haha, you know what I'm talking about. May everyone have a beautiful 2026 New Year. Yay! Oh, my God. Okay. So, Jojo Malero, another comment. So now we're up to about 10. I appreciate you all so much. I know, Dal, you don't have to tell us who you are. You demonstrate who you are. So look at the other people who are commenting, learn from how they communicate, and try to be that sort of person yourself. Okay? Because look at that comment, the second comment after yours today. Okay? Look how they spoke to me compared to 6 comments from you. All right. So go back and learn how other people are. This is how we learn and grow. You're only young. Okay. Jim Holland's here. Yay. Happy New Year, everyone. May you all wishes come true. Oh, love it when people just do pop in and just say that. Nice, quick, short message. So Jojo learns here. So, yeah, thank you, Jim, for being here. Okay. Perigon. Oh, God, I always get this wrong. Let me have a glass of water. Okay. Okay. Peregrinus fella. Got it right today. Good morning, Linda. Nanu. Hello. I haven't done the nanus yet. And we wouldn't be there unless I had Mork from Mork in his little leg. Hang on.
Mork calling Orson. Come in, Orson. Mork calling Orson. Come in, Orson.
This was a gift someone sent me to my P.O. box. Okay. Yes, I do get fan mail. I don't ask for it. It's always your free will, but I love it when people send me presents.
I am Mork from Mork. Nanu.
So, yes, of course I keep him here on my desk, okay? I put him up in there so he's nice and safe so he doesn't fall off my desk. Okay. Nanu. Happy New Year. Just wondering whether I should pay my parking fine of it or if I should take it to court like Derek said. Okay. If you pay the fine, that's you admitting everything they're saying. When we take it to court and we fight for what we believe is our truth, that's what I'm hearing that you should do. So it's not so much about the money side of the fine. It's more about your integrity that's on the line here. So I would be taking this to court. So then a judge then gets that prerogative to understand your side of what occurred. Okay? I used to work with the police. I was fortunate enough. I worked at prosecutions. So, I actually was sworn in as a police prosecutor back in 2011. So I had to make decisions based on people's repeated behavior. We had one guy, and let's just say he stole cars, okay? So he'd go out and steal a car, he'd get a fine, he'd pay the fine, and then he'd go and steal a car. So he'd go to court, he'd get a fine, he'd pay the fine, and then he'd go and steal a car. So then the judge said, hey, you've done this repeatedly, now's your time to go to jail. So he ended up going to jail for 3 months. Guess what he did when he got out of jail? Went and stole another car. So here I am standing in court as a police prosecutor. He's there again, and he's got like 14 pages of the same criminal history. He does an offence, he gets off, he gets an offence, he does the same thing. So I put him in jail for 2 years. I said, Your Honour, on your discretion, you're the professional here, and I respect your decision. But under my belief of what this man needs, he needs to be taught a lesson. So when we look at it that way, the judge then can look at the matter and make a logical response to what's going on. I know heaps of people who've been caught speeding. They could take it to court. They could just pay the fine, but they think, no, I've got a reason why I was speeding. My wife was in the back seat. She's having a baby. So that happened to me, by the way. My Tashi's dad was driving me. We were doing 120 in a 60 zone down the freeway. We went through an RBT. Random breathalyzer. There's all cops on the side of the road. And I remember seeing one guy, start. Oh, crap, they've gone. But we never got a ticket because even if I had, I would have said, hey, my daughter was half out of my belly by the time we got to hospital. So there are reasons why the judge needs to hear our story. That's what on the long tangent here. Okay? Take it to court. There's your answer. Give the judge the background as to why you got the fine. Okay? He always has the discretion to lower or cancel the amount that you pay. But it's not about how much you pay. It's the reason why you got it in the first place is what I'm seeing that you need to take this to court for. Okay? All right, so let's keep going down the queue. Okay, I'm just going to go before I get to this next person. If you do want a private reading from me, I have got heaps of spots available next week. So how do you get a reading from me? Please make a contribution through PayPal. My link is below. Then email me and let me know who you are, how much you contributed, and where you are. So then I can reply with my availability pending your time zone. So if you're in America right now, you're still in 2025 here. It's still Wednesday night. So I say, okay, I'm available at this time for you, okay? It is that easy to get a private reading from me. Anyone at this point who makes a contribution of $50 or more, because I don't charge a set amount, anyone that does over $50 will get my 5 books for free. My 5th book just dropped. It's called The Higher Self Meditation Handbook. All of my books are over $20, so that's over $100 of books for you. The big one is this one, When I Died. You get my NDE, where I went, what I saw, what's our life review like, which a lot of people now have to look at. Everything's in there. The second book is The Teachings of Heaven, all the exercises and techniques. You get it all for free on how to raise your vibrations up. Okay? All right. So there you go. I'm just giving myself a little plug. Scouse Raw, I hope that I got that right. Hi, Linda. I don't have any questions about myself. Oh, I just want to know about Jojo's potential future boyfriend. Now I'm invested. Well, you see what I'm talking about here? When people comment, we all do get connected to what's being said in the comment stream. Thank you so much for showing that, okay? Because I don't want to disclose too much because I'm always confidential with everybody. But Jojo Malero, which is also known Josie Science, she has been very insecure about, if you watch my lives, it's all there live and it's all public, so I can say what's public. She is going through university, very scared about her results, and now she's looking for a boyfriend as well. So she has to start picking a side here. You've got to either put your time and effort into getting a boyfriend or put your time and effort into getting a college degree. I know which side logically I'm telling her to go with, even before telling her a psychic information. I'm not seeing anyone wanting Jojo at this point because she's got too many self issues. She's got low self-esteem. She's got too many self-doubts where she's here every week, by the way, guys. Some weeks I get 7 emails a week from her, okay? So on top of 20 email questions in my lives. So this is a girl who's very persistent, okay? Takes up a heck of a lot of my time without saying too much because I don't want to breach confidentiality here. But she has taken up a lot of my time over the years, okay? All right, so thank you so much for asking about Jojo, but that's something that she has to deal with herself, okay? This year coming, go watch my predictions and prophecies video. I've just uploaded it last night. This is the year where things are going to go fast moving forward for us. You know, if we don't take the opportunities as they arise, this year is going to be an awful year for a lot of people. Okay. All right. So let's keep going. And on a closing note, I really do appreciate you here. I really appreciate that you're caring about other people. That shows me the type of person you are. So please I see you. Okay. That's gorgeous how you're concerned about another person. Very, very commendable. Okay, I should just have like medals that I can give out. You know, like the old little stars that you get on your homework. Red star moment. Okay, because I love you. Thank you so much. Okay, Jake Weston. Hey, Happy New Year, Linda. Will 2026 be the year I go to law school and learn the law? Why are you waiting for law school to even start? You know, one thing I found here, which I don't know is the same where you live, but here in Australia, our universities never shut. They only close on public holidays. So Christmas Day they were shut. Well, today they're shut because it's New Year's Day. But tomorrow I can go into the university. They have a 4-story high university library where you can read books. They've got a 4-story high library. Wow. So why are you waiting for your course to start? Research the course that you want to do. Have a look at the modules. You know, pardon me, I'll just go something basic, okay? If there was a module and it said how to do counting, right, basic counting, I'd be starting to write down the 1 to 10s, the timetables, 1 times 1 equals 1, 1 times 2 equals 2. I'd be looking at all those calculations even before you want to do this course. So you've got the fundamentals already in your head. So when you do start this course, it all makes sense for you and you get better at it. So don't hold back. Do it now. That's what I'm hearing. Start it now. Will be the year that I go to law school. You're already in law school. Close your eyes. Imagine you're in the library and say, which book do I want to look at today? And then Google it, see what's out there. You know, if you want to look at, say, what's a law? Okay. I used to work with the police. A big one is drunk driving. Okay. Every country, I think, has drunk driving laws. Okay. So have a look at all your drunk driving laws. People who drink and drive. What's the legislation behind it? Start looking at all your legislation. So then every decision that a judge makes, because I used to work with judges, so every decision a judge made is based on the legislation and what has already been pre-written as a consequence of. And that's why they say something like murder carries the maximum penalty of this in this state. Okay, in the state of Queensland, our maximum penalty here for murder is, say, 25 years or life. So have a look at why some people get life to 25 years. So you're learning the difference. You see what I mean? As an example, I just use murder. I'm sorry for doing that, but do that. Start it now. I'm hearing go now. Okay, and I hope that makes sense for you, Jake Weston. Okay, just sit there of an evening with your device in front of you, phone, iPad, computer, laptop, whatever you've got, and just start looking at legislation. All right, wherever you live, like I live in Queensland, I can have a look at Queensland state legislation. They all come up, all the acts. And then I can go to Australian federal legislation. You want to go into law, you're going to have to know all those acts. And there's a lot. So start now before you start your course. Okay? Best of luck. All right, let's keep going. Barbara Byers, yay! Happiest of New Year's to you, Linda, and your daughter and Mary. Tashi's with her dad for another week. She comes back next Friday. She texted me at about 15 seconds past midnight last night. I was outside looking at the fireworks. I was taking some video to send her, and her text came in, so she was awake at her dad's. Yeah, I was awake till 3 o'clock this morning, guys. Do I look it? I've had about 3.5 hours sleep. I usually like 8 hours of sleep a night, but yeah, so my eyes are a little bit watery today. All righty. So, yeah, I was out waiting. And then I had to give Mary her Happy New Year because, she's my cat. She gets scared by the firework noises. So I was carrying her around saying, it's all right, baby girl, distracting her from all the noises. So thank you for asking about Mary and my daughter. Okay. Will growing seedlings with a view to mature plant for we sideline? A recurring theme for years now. Any thoughts most appreciated? Yeah, why aren't you doing it now? I was watching this thing the other day. This guy had 2 buckets. 2 buckets. So you fill up one bucket about halfway with soil, put all your seeds in it, and then the other bucket, you put all holes in it, right? So you're making your own little greenhouse, and then you put one bucket. So, a bucket goes on the base and it goes up to the rim, right? So when you put it down from the base, it comes out like that and then it goes back down to the other base. And he said he was growing tomatoes in this little thing, little bucket, 2 buckets, and you should have seen the tomatoes. Wow. So even on a veranda, I've only got a little balcony here, but I'm thinking about doing some tomatoes in the bucket. Why not? Yeah, 2 buckets. That's all you use. Put holes in one. So there are ways around this to make your own little greenhouse effect, right? So do it, Barbara Byers. Get out there. This is the year. This is the year. Have you watched my prophecies and what's the other one? Predictions video? Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is the year of doing. So get off your butt and do it. Okay. Rain Monica, let me just refresh my screen. Yes, I've got more comments coming in now. Let me just scroll back up. Okay. Okay, Rain Monica. Good morning, Linda. And Happy New Year. I currently have a very puffy and swollen eye. I was told that an injury may lead to some success in my near future. Do you see it? Are you able to email me a photo? Take a selfie. I don't care how it looks, okay? Oh, God. I'm not about looks. I just want to have a look at your eye. So send me a headshot. My email is below. And say, here, as you asked me to send you an eye shot, and just give me the backstory because there's more to this. There's more to this. I'm happy to do that for free for you, okay? Yeah, Reignite Monica. Send me an email. Attach a photo of your eye, take a selfie and send it to me, linda@lindaray.info. My email's below. I'll talk privately to you, okay? All right. Scrouse Raw, another one. Should I learn to knit this year in honor of my friend Wave, who died when their lip cancer took over their body. Oh, I say yes. But when you knit, who are you giving it to? Ha 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 ha. In the know here, okay? If you start knitting, don't think, oh yeah, this is just for me to put on my bed. I want you to think this is going to the maternity hospital for the babies. This is going to go to the homeless shelter. I want you to put your love into this knitting. It's going to be good. I'm inclined to say go around to all your like op shops, secondhand shops, look for sweaters so you can just pull apart the wool and reuse it if you want. Okay? Yeah. So even look at like yard sales, garage sales type things where people throw out woolen items so you can pull it apart and use that wool, so it's a lot cheaper than buying new stuff. You can always soak it in like bleach and vinegar and salt water and stuff to kill anything that's on secondhand clothes, because I do it myself. Okay. All things must pass says, thank you, love you, Linda. Bob Hope, thank you so much. God bless you. I love these people. James Cole, happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year, Linda. I love you, James Cole. Have you emailed me, James? I'd like you to. Okay, I'd like you to email me, James Cole. Okay, just saying. Okay, okay. Let me just have a look at something. Yeah, I'd like you to email me, James. Okay, please do. My email's below. You've got my email. Okay. All right. Jen Penn. Okay, says, thank you, Linda, for your reading. I guess the disappointment in my daughter's life comes from the fact that she is smart, intelligent, but spends her life streaming, gaming. I just want her to be happy. She is happy. If she's streaming all day, she's happy. Why would you want, my daughter, she spends probably 3 or 4 hours every night on a game. I don't know what the game is. It's like Roblox or Minecraft or something. University friends, there's about 6 of them that join every night. The laughter, they're cracking it. She has the phone. I can hear the other people talking, and I just sit here. I don't stalk her, because she's 19. But sometimes when I'm walking past, I just listen to the conversation, and it's the most stupidest bloody conversation out there. But these kids are all in university. They're all on like summer break now until uni starts in about another 4 or 5 weeks, and they're enjoying life. When these kids of ours grow up and they're like 30, 40-year-olds where they've got the mortgage, they've got their own kids, everything's a stress, why wouldn't you want them to have some sort of happiness in their youth? Seriously. But I would be definitely getting her into something that's not normal as well. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going back down. Another comment from Joe. User SQ1ZT with the rest of the letters. Shazbut. I really love my Nanu Robin Williams toy. Whoever sent me that, I know who it was, but thank you so much. Moosey Taylor. Can you please email me? Okay, I would love to have a little private chat with you too, Moosey Taylor. You know why. Okay. Happy New Year to you, lovely Linda. Nearly mine here in the UK. Watched your interesting prophecy video. Thank you. It was insightful, Lola. Starmer. I don't want to say it. Okay. I couldn't say it in that video. But everything's pointing to the 1700s, what happened in France. Not so much getting out the guillotines, but the people at the door with their pitchforks at night. I can see that sort of stuff starting, where that intimidation is starting to build now. Okay, we're seeing it now with the Muslims, where they do all this public prayer, taking over public parks and stuff, and they have their loudspeakers on with their chanting. That's intimidation, okay? They're not allowed to do it in their own country. So the only reason why they do it here or in their own country that they're invading is because of the intimidation to scare us out. Okay, they want to take over. So how we get around, that's in my personal opinion, by the way, I've got to say that, but we all know it's the truth. But how we get around that is by really using this new energy coming up. You saw it in the video. This fire horse, oh gosh, there's some energy coming out of the woodwork. People who have just had a gut feel. I was talking about those bikers. We never have over 4 or 6 bikers together. It's illegal. So to see over 20 together, and that front guy put his hand up like this, I explain it in my video, my prophecy and prediction video. Go watch it. That was intense energy coming out of those bikers. But it shows us that this is the sort of thing that people are now doing. Hanging signs from bridges. So it's not technically graffiti, okay, because graffiti is when it's on an item. So if they're just hanging their own flag or their own sign over a bridge, technically that can get around the graffiti laws where it's not technically illegal. So we're going to see a lot more people hanging things over bridges so people read the messages, okay? Because people want their words out, okay? So please email me, Missy Taylor. You know why, okay? I love you to bits. Okay, Dust to Dust says, hello, Linda, typo. Hey, it's all good. Is working on phone something that would work for me or something else? Working on phones? Yeah, do it. I'm hearing yes. Do it. Okay? Do it. Funny thing, I just heard that there's a new phone coming out with new, this is weird, new phones come out every year, but they've now got better technology. It's going to be doing more stuff. So people are going to say, when phones came out and you could now do video calls, that sort of thing, because it couldn't just take a photo, but you could also do video calls. That's the sort of technology that I can see coming out in the next year, okay? Possibly even early next year it'll be. So stay tuned for that, because if you can get your little niche in there, this is going to be amazing for you, okay? Working on phones, do it. Do it. Okay. All right. Happy New Year too, they say. Okay. Let me just keep going back up to where I was. Okay, here I am. Okay. Robert Harris, hello. I got your emails. I got your messages. You never have to apologize to me, Robert. I love you and Mel so much. Okay. You're gorgeous, loving people. Of course, I want you to go out and celebrate, so don't feel bad when you're not here watching one of my lives, okay? Some people call me dull and boring. Yeah, that's their prerogative, But I just do my thing, and I just hope that I'm praying that I just bring out the best in everybody else. So, Robert Harris, wow, we only just noticed you're here. Yay! I'm here every Thursday now, 9 a.m. Brisbane time, okay? Happy New Year from Robin Mel. Yay! Missy Taylor says, my partner and daughter wrote 5 things we're thankful from 2025. Start off 25, we'll write out 5 wishes. I do it every day. Whenever I go to bed, I do this ritual, okay? This is one reason why I'm single, because I don't think a guy would ever be able to handle my nighttime ritual. Okay? I do some meditation where I'm always giving thanks, etc. I get people who say, hey, can you please pray for me? So I'm always thinking about them, sending out energy to them with whatever's going on in their lives. But then I also do my 5 appreciations. I pick 5 things. What happened to me today that I'm grateful for? Yesterday. Let's go there. Yesterday. The day before 2026. I'm grateful. I went out with a great friend yesterday. I did my live yesterday. So I'm being productive. I'm going out socializing. I stayed up till midnight. Yay! I was here with my cat because, hello, we've got to give our animals some love and attention. And 5, I didn't go to bed till 3, but when I did, I actually slept quite good. So there's 5 things right there, straight off the top of my head, that I'm grateful for. I could go probably to 15 or 20 things if I had to. But I just stick to 5 a day, putting out that appreciation, building that vibration of who I want to be in the future. Okay? Yeah. So do it every day, Missy Tyler. And email me, please. Okay? So I'm going to go there. If you do want a private reading from me, please make a contribution through PayPal. Then email me. Tell me how much you've sent. Tell me where you are. And let me, so then we can work out time zones. Okay? So I reply with my availability. You reply back. I send you a Zoom link for when we are suitable. I can fit people in within 3 days. Okay, I've actually got some. I've got times free on Saturday this week, which will be Friday night in America. If you want that, I've still got Saturday free. Next week I've got spots too. So good time to get a reading off me, okay? Because I do get, once my daughter comes back, I'm going to start getting a bit busier because I'll be spending time with her before she starts uni again. Okay, Willow. Yay! Happy New Year, almost. Well, it is for me. We're already 10 hours into the new year. I hope this year is smooth sailing for us all. No, it's not. It's a fire horse year. Okay, lots of love from MS. I'm finally decided to go into psychology for school this year. Yes, this is the year for doing. Absolutely, it's the year for doing. Please go watch my prediction and prophecy video. Okay, I talk about astrology as well as numerology there. So I hope and pray that gives everyone that boost to get off our butts and get out and do what we have to do this year. Okay? So Robert Harris says, Happy New Year to Linda and everyone here on the channel. Wishing you all a great year. Robert, you're gorgeous. Okay. James Cole, message redacted. Twice. And Robert Harris says, I might describe you as many things, but dull and boring can never be amongst those. You should see me air guitaring to Led Zeppelin. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. Okay, I like Led Zeppelin. I like you too. It's a beautiful day. Okay, and that's exactly where we are today. Give thanks for the new year coming. Yay, we made it through hell on earth of 2025. Wow, but what an eye-opener it was. Please go watch my video where I talk about it was the year of the snake. Snakes shed their skin, so a lot of people now are seeing through the veil. A lot more people now are waking up, okay? Because it's just time now to get off our butts. Things are going to be in motion. This is our motion year. But remember, those on the other side, like the organizations who run the planet, if you're following what I'm saying, the UN, World Economic Forum and all those, they're struggling. They're in fear themselves. They don't know how to deal with all us people learning what they did. The pandemic was the worst thing because it woke us all up to what they're trying to accomplish. We always just thought the governments ran the world. Well, a lot of us did. I didn't because I knew what's going on. But now we're seeing the puppeteers holding the strings, and they don't like being in the spotlight. Okay? So be safe. Be aware, and most of all, stay in love with what's coming. Be grateful for everything, good or bad. And James Cole, please do. I want to talk to you, darling, okay? Because you're just a special boy. Well, guys, on that note, this is me for the day because I do have another appointment at 11 o'clock. So I love you all. Stay safe. Stay in love with what's coming. I will be here, same bat time, same bat channel, Sunday morning. 9 a.m. Brisbane time on Sunday. I will be here doing my tarot day. Okay. Linda, I'm born in the year of the sheep. Isn't that funny? Ha! That's all I'm going to say there, Robert. Yeah. You don't need to say anymore. I know what you're talking about. Okay. So that's me on this note, guys. I am out of the door today. Stay, as I said, in love. Weird shivers are coming next year. I nearly said the IT word. Oops. Weird things are coming. They're going to try and push stuff, As I said in my video, look how many measles cases are coming out. Come on, measles is now, it's been confirmed through medical science that it is a COVID vaccination side effect. Now, 2 years ago, I would have just got a community strike for that. But now that they're pushing back and just allowing us to say this, isn't that funny? Because now they're not getting paid to regulate. But we all know it. So it's out there now. James Cole is sending kiss, 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 kiss. Later. I love you so much, James. All my Jameses, because I've got a few Jameses that follow my channel. Love yous all. Okay. Stay safe. I'm at the door. I'll talk to you all on Sunday, but I'll probably try and get another video uploaded before then as well. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you all soon. Okay? Thank you so much for being here. Mwah! Talk soon. Bye.